my YouTube family, and thanks for stopping by. I have already connected with your energy, and I was guided to these three cards for you, which is love your shadow, patience, and own your power. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get started. The Love Your Shadow card has shown up in your reading today because it's time for you to start loving your shadow and everything about yourself. You are perfectly imperfect and you need to accept and love yourself as you are. And that will help you master yourself. The shadow is normally psychologically described as the part of us that is usually negative that we are unconscious of and that we neglect or even outright deny. When you refuse to acknowledge your shadow, you are prone to projecting your shadow onto others, and you will start perceiving traits in others that may or may not be truly there. Doing so can be a symptom of a shortcoming in yourself that you have not yet come to terms with. For example, you may perceive confident people as being arrogant when it is you still struggling to find a happy level of self-confidence. Coming to terms with our shadow is a lifelong process and necessary when you set out to heal, love, and master yourself. Simply put, you can learn about and acknowledge your flaws and strengths, and that will help you start getting to know your shadow. And you can understand yourself better. And you can recognize and integrate your shadow by becoming conscious of this part of you, taking responsibility for your shortcomings and being more proactive in managing your insecurities. And the Love Your Shadow card may also show up in a reading when it is time to examine and acknowledge a trait previously unknown to you. The trait may be a constructive or restrictive one. And the Patience card has shown up in your reading today because you need to start being more patient with yourself. Conditions outside of yourself sometimes makes you feel that you can't be patient, and you need to be patient and wait and determine the best time to move forward. It is okay to wait and work on something else until conditions change, because sometimes conditions that are outside of you may prevent you from moving forward, but you need to be patient and know that your path and the storm will clear. And you need to know that you have chosen fear whenever you feel the need to control the timing of an outcome. When you put your energy and attention on what is not happening for you, you experience more frustration and negativity. The message of the Patience card is that you can do better for your emotional state and for yourself by choosing faith over the energy of impatience. Good gardeners know the best time to sow seeds or to harvest the fruit of their labor, and they work with nature for these activities. This sense of timing comes with experience. There is no need to force things when the conditions are not ripe for them. Let go for now. You can try again later. And the Own Your Power card has shown up in your reading today because you need to own your power and step into your power. And I feel that the Own Your Power card has shown up because it wants you to know that change in the world is easier after one has learned to change themselves, become the change you wish to see, and watch the world around you shift. And you do not need to deny the steps that you can take to change your life and situations around you. This is not to say that you are never at the mercy of circumstances outside of yourself, but the card Own Your Power reminds you that there is always something you can do, even if it's to change your attitude and responses and to start making different choices. Everything you face in your life is a consequence of past personal and collective choices that you've made. It is sometimes too easy to throw up your hands and claim that there's nothing else that you can do. Well, whatever you say is so becomes so. So start thinking about the things you can achieve and it will become so. You need to become aware that you always have the power over your choices. If you feel that you are forced into certain decisions because of circumstances, you may actually be shutting your doors and denying your responsibility of searching for alternative solutions or making a stand against corrosion. The card Own Your Power is a strong invitation to start looking at what you can do, not what you cannot. Take responsibility for where you are and look at all of your options, including those that you may not have considered before. You can then reclaim your power to determine where you are going. And know that it's time to start loving your shadow. Your shadow is a part of you, and stop running from it. Be patient with yourself and your dreams, and know that greatness takes time. And own your power because you are very powerful, and allow your power to change your inner and outer world. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this reading. I would like to thank you again for stopping by and allowing me to connect with you. I hope that this reading has provided the insight that you were seeking. If this reading resonates, please feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe so that you can receive notifications when I post your new reading. And if you would like to become a member of my channel or make a donation to my channel, the link is in the description and it will be greatly appreciated. Well, until next time, goodbye, my lovelies.